So in my last video, I said I was looking for a new hobby or something I can do in my free time on the weekends. I decided I was like volunteer for animal shelter. That didn't end up happening. I decided I want to do something else instead. I want to try to pick up on something like competitive, something I can pour my hours into and get better at. The gym was that thing that I can pour my hours into and like really enjoy as a hobby. Now I wouldn't say I don't enjoy it. I don't have the drive that I used to when it comes to the gym. So it's just become a lifestyle, right? I hit the gym just to maintain my physique, and it's just a good general for strength and endurance, right? Because it's very transferable. You can many athletes like football players, basketball players, even soccer players, probably even as well, hockey players, many different athletes of different sports actually do end up going to the gym, right? Their training might be a little more different, right? It's not like hardcore bodybuilding like Gold's Gym era, like Arnold and what's his name, Ronnie Coleman and all these guys, Jay Cutler, whatever. Um, Obviously, it's a lot more different because that's hardcore bodybuilding. So that's really big into weight training, right? But some other athletes, they do hit the gym, just for different reasons, right? Because they're athletes, so they're focusing on different things. So now the thing that I have chosen is combat sport, is boxing. So my training in the gym is going to be a little bit more different. Maybe I'll still do a little bit of weight training, but I'm going to be focusing primarily on legs, which I know is kind of odd because technically in boxing you're really just using your upper half in order to strike. It's not like kickboxing where you're using your legs. But I decided I'm still going to hit the legs anyway. It's one of my weak points, so I figured why not just work on the weaknesses. So that's what I did today. I went in at this boxing place that I found, boxing gym, and I liked it. I got in a one-on-one session with a coach, and he seemed like a really experienced guy, right? He said he does kickboxing, so this guy's like very strong, right? Because kickboxing, you're not just using your hands, your arms, your chest, whatever, your upper body. You're also using your lower half as well. So I was like, there's no way I'm going to be probably strong enough to do like Muay Thai or kickboxing because I'm going to get my ass kicked, right? Maybe I have a better chance because I've been doing weight training for a decent amount of time, right? 2 years and a half now. I mean, my upper body strength is a lot more stronger than my lower half. So maybe I'll try to get an advantage by going into a combat sport that focuses more on the upper half. So now I decided to go with boxing, right? And I enjoyed the session. Surprisingly, it wasn't too bad. I thought I would gas out more. But for sure, it's probably going to get a lot more harder once I gain more experience and once I'm really. One of the things I noticed in the beginning of the session was I started off like fairly well, my energy levels were high, and then towards the end, we finished off doing some drills using the punching bag, and the punching bag is very strong, weighs quite a bit, so it used a lot of energy, man. When I was punching, like practicing jabs, right? It really weighed down on my arms, so I started getting more fatigued, and also my hands. I noticed a little bit of pain in my hands. And then afterwards, I decided to go to the gym because, like, why not? I still have a lot of energy. I'm gonna go to the gym after too. And I did the legs, and then I did back, but I didn't do any push movements. So I didn't do triceps. I didn't do like chest press. I didn't do bench press. I didn't even do the curls, to be honest, because my hands right now currently, actually, right, what am I talking like is yesterday is today. My hands are like not in like pain, but they hurt a little bit, right? So I was sitting there. I was like, I could just suck it up and try to force it, but then in my mind, I was like, this is just stupid, right? My hands are already hurting. It's probably not a good idea to just try to push through. I'm just gonna leave my ego at the door and just hit whatever I can, right? Hit legs, hit back, and then all the push movements. I can go to the gym tomorrow if I have the energy. Um, but yeah, man, I'm excited to bring you guys along this journey. I know it's a little bit more different. But it's very exciting, man. It's nice. It's a humbling experience because I remember when I first stepped in the gym the first time, I could only do like the bar for the bench press. The bench press bar is 45 pounds, and I could only do like four reps of it. And then towards, I want to say like 6 months in, I was able to bench a single plate of 135 for 25 reps, right? Um, I had a day where I went in and had a lot of energy. I don't know how, but I managed to bench 135 single plate for 25 reps, right? That's a big difference, going from barely being able to do the bar to doing 135 for 25 reps, right? So I hope the same thing will happen when it comes to this, right, boxing. Um, obviously it felt really awkward stepping into the ring. You know, I've never been in a ring before, never fought in my life, never thrown a jab. He's told me my footwork was actually somewhat decent, surprisingly. And later on, while we were practicing, you know, jabbing and shifting is what they call it. I believe shifting. He noticed it was my left hand jab is decent, but my right hand I struggle a lot with my right hand because when you're throwing a jab, you have to move your leg as well. You want to do like a step. You want to step into the jab, right? So my left arm or left hand, whatever you're getting, what I'm saying is decent, but my right hand is a more weaker. So that's one thing I also need to work on. And like he told me, I need to turn more. I need not turn. What's I even forgot what not turning. What was the phrase or term that he used? Twist is what it was. I need to twist my body, right? So you need to twist and step into the punch, like my whole entire body. Not my whole entire body, but my if I'm gonna do a jab on my right, then I use my right half of my body. I want to like try to shift, twist into it, right? And even with my foot as well. Um, so yeah, I don't know how far I'm gonna get. Going back to September, I'm working Monday and Fridays, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. So it doesn't give me a lot of wiggle room to practice, but if I can wake up early at like 6:30 a.m., I can do at least like 1 hour, maybe even more, 1 hour and 30. But I'll just keep it light for now. Just do like 1 hour, do some warm ups, and then I think tomorrow I'm gonna go out, buy some like boxing clothes, shorts, and a shirt. Then I gotta get some wrist wraps, and then the gloves, right? So he told me like for later classes they use 12 ounce. I think, you know, because I am interested in lace sparring, I think I might just maybe I'll just buy a 16 ounce instead of a 12 ounce. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not gonna buy both because they're really expensive, right? Gloves are like fairly expensive. But I think I'm just gonna buy the 16 ounce and practice with that. Because if I'm gonna, because in the future I want to do like light sparring, then I'm gonna might as well start off with the 16 ounce, right? So maybe I'll do that. In terms of boxing shoes, I don't think I'm gonna. I have a really nice pair of Pumas right now. They're like running shoes, which is still fairly decent, right? So it's a lot more better than Jordans. Jordans are like basketball shoes, not really gonna use. It's okay. It's okay if I weight train and I use like Jordans in the gym. But in terms of like boxing, like running shoes, anything that's like athletic wear, is good. But for now, I'm gonna. You know, it's still my first today was my first session, right? So doesn't I don't need to go all the way and go full on gear and equipment. But I'm just going to do that for now. Just get the what's called get the clothes because why not? I think it looked pretty cool and it made me focus even more, take it even more serious. And then also like I said, the gloves and wrist wraps are a must. So I'm going to invest in that as well. And then obviously when I get more serious into it, if I really become really good in a couple months, I get a mouthpiece, right, mouth guard, and the boxing shoes, right, and that's when I do light sparring. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna see how this goes. And like I said, it's a little bit of an expensive hobby. I didn't even know boxing was this expensive, but it's just something I'm doing for fun. And I'm doing it Saturday and Sunday ideally. Um, and then like I said before, right, I'm gonna try somehow manage to do at least 1 hour. I want to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of like shadow boxing, or like I said, I want to invest in a punching bag, right? I went to the gym that you guys see in my videos, like the commercials gym for less, and I was in like the yoga classroom. You know, it's just me by myself, but I was like shadow boxing, and it was like so awkward, right? And there's this girl. I heard this girl like laughing. I had my headphones on. This girl like was like laughing in the background, or she giggled or something, right? When she looked over at me, and I was like shadow boxing because it looks really silly. It looks kind of corny, but at the same time, it's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I think it's a little bit corny, but that's something that my coach told me to do, right? Shadow boxing. It feels really weird because you're looking in the mirror and you're looking at yourself, right? So not just punching air, right? That's why I'd rather prefer to get like a punching bag instead, so that way I'm actually hitting something. But I guess it's a good practice in general. It's just go in front of a mirror and do the shadow box and see if my technique or form looks right. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me, guys. But yeah, I know this is kind of out of the blue. It's gonna be random, but I'm excited, man. I feel this Uh, yeah, that's the best way to explain it. I have this like drive that I've lost for a long time. When I first started the gym, like for anyone that's getting into the weight training or the gym, your first year, or maybe not first year exaggeration, your first like 6 months or maybe 3 months is the most exciting, is the most growth because everything is new to you, right? You're learning how to bench press, you're learning how to squat, you're learning how to do barbell curl, you're learning how to use a lat pull down properly, right? The proper form and technique. So obviously, I haven't mastered everything like that, right? I've just been doing it for a long time now, but I just don't have the same like drive for it. And now that I have something new, I'm starting to notice like it's something watching YouTube videos and wanting to get better at it. Maybe I watch like movies. One of my favorite movies right now is like Rocky. And yeah, you just have there's it's more exciting when you do something new. When you do something that you've been doing for a very long time, you kind of just lose the drive that you have for it when you first started, right? And now I have something new and I have the new drive again, so it's very exciting. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Not too sure what the next video is gonna be. I'm just gonna be practicing quietly, and I will see. Maybe if I feel comfortable enough, I'll post some clips of me practicing. But that'll only be when I'm probably really good, right? You guys don't want to see me when I'm really shit. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I'll see you guys next time.